Thanks everyone for taking a little bit of time out of your day. Um, we're gonna spend like 10 minutes talking a little bit about AI and video chat APIs. And yeah, a little bit about me. I'm the founder and CEO of a company called Stream. We provide APIs for building activity feeds, chat, and video, and we do that for over 1 billion end users. So I'd say the odds are almost 100% that some of the apps on your phone are running on our tech. In healthcare, there's like Hinge Health, Roche, Serenis, Healthline, Castlight, as well as many social apps, right? Like if you're running on Strava and you're chatting with other people, that's us. If you're on a dating app, a marketplace app, anything that needs in-app chat is typically Stream. Think about like chat messaging, live video, activity feeds. We provide those components for apps. All right, topic of today's talk, APIs and AI. There's a lot of exciting things happening in the landscape of API as well as on the AI side of things. And we are a couple months away from these two concepts coming together and AI actually starting to understand like how APIs work and how they can be integrated, which is, yeah, it's changing a little bit of the landscape of how you can build apps in-house. All right, so starting with APIs. So Stream has been doing APIs now for 10 years, which is why we power many of today's largest apps. We provide these components, or almost like Lego pieces, for building part of an app. We do that for chat, we do that for activity feeds, we do it for video. But there are many different companies that use APIs to like power part of the in-app experience. Think about Auth0, they do it for authentication. Algolia does it for search. Nihilist does it for scheduling if you want to make an appointment with your doctor. MessageBird does it for SMS and customer support. So like this trend has been happening in the market for like the last 10 years or so, where like apps are powered by APIs and components. Let's see if this works. There we go. All right. I don't think we have video. We don't have video, guys. No? Well, here is a little demo app of what you can build with APIs. Our DevRel team put this together in 2 days, and they combined Nihilist for scheduling, Stream for calling and chat, and what would take months to build in-house, you can literally build in a couple of days. So APIs are really, like they're transforming how quickly you can build software in-house. And it really changes the barrier of like when you would decide to build in-house, when you would decide to maybe use an external vendor. There's a lot more that's possible with custom software today and like really owning the software that connects the patient to you than you could in the past. All right. So the benefits of using APIs are that you can ship faster, you can have a better user experience, you can focus your team on really what makes your app unique. And the API trend has been going on for many, many, many years. In healthcare, I got some customers that reached out to us and said like, well, one of the main reasons why we want to use APIs is just that they want to build less of their in-house software to reduce the attack surface and have less vulnerability. So that's another major reason. And that's on the API side of things. I also want to talk a little bit about the exciting new thing, the AI landscape. How many of you are like using AI in your app today? Like, any some hands? Like, yeah, there's already like quite some adoption. I've been really excited over the last year to suddenly see this wave of AI transformation. Everything from like transcriptions to translations to summaries to even like assisting like clinical analysis. There are quite some companies in that space doing a great job. And I think one of the areas where AI is not used that much yet is to further kind of like that human connection where you can almost like live analyze what's going on with some patient data and connect them to the right experts, to connect them to like relevant articles. There's such an opportunity as well for like AI to kind of assist. And here's one example of one of our customers. So Hinge Health, they're using AI to analyze the video data, to show the movement and to help with like the PT side of things. Another one, so we have a shared investor here, Pronovo. They leverage AI to like analyze the MRI data and to combine that. But the topic I really wanted to talk about is how AI is changing how you can build apps, how you can build custom apps, because that's for a long time, APIs have brought this value of raising the bar what you can achieve with like a small development team. And AI is starting to do a little bit of the same. So here we asked, hey AI, can you build us a healthcare app with chat and video calling? Can you do that, please? All right. I think the video is not going to show because we've been having a little bit of tech issues here. But basically, in 30 seconds, the AI analyzes your request and starts to build a screen with navigation, with pricing, with chat, with video calling, which is just crazy that this is possible. But there are still, oh, actually, it's going to show us. Great. Here. So we asked the AI, please build us an app. And while we're like looking at it here, it is actually, you see chat popping up, it's like video popping up. It is crazy that you can do something like this. But this comes to the main topic of today's talk. Like, what about APIs and AI? How do they go together? Well, there's some limitations, and there's some reasons why the AI adoption in some fields is still a little bit limited. If you take AI today, it will generate you a front end, but it doesn't understand how you want the design to look. It doesn't understand what APIs and what components are available, and it doesn't integrate with your backend, right? So it might give you some pretty looking front end, but it doesn't actually fully solve the problem for you. It doesn't look like your design. It doesn't actually work. And that is going to change. In the next, who knows how fast it's going, but in the next like 6 to 12 months or so, the same tools that are analyzing your requirement to build me some front end, or analyzing your design to build me some front end, are going to integrate more of the ecosystem around it. So there are a couple companies in the space. Next.js is doing exciting things with v0.dev, starting to analyze not like the design, but also integrate your theming and your CSS. Magic.dev raised $145 million to like bring more context towards like the AI analysis. Gemini from Google is doing a great job with larger context windows, and the larger context windows enable you to understand like the surrounding code base and then generate the right thing for you. And there's another company called Cursor AI that is also doing some cool things with like more of that assisted AI. Okay, so on to like the main conclusion here. In the next 6 or 12 months, AI and APIs are going to work together. So what will happen is that when you go and prompt like, hey, build me a healthcare app, it will understand like what you want the design to look like. It will understand that there's solutions like Stream that you can use for in-app calling or video chat. And it will bring that together so that when it takes 30 seconds, it won't just generate a pretty front end, it will generate like a working front end that fits into your existing code base and existing ecosystem, which is going to be a really big and exciting change. Super fun to see. Now, one of the benefits of that is that it changes a little bit how you approach in-house software, just like what happened with APIs over the last 10 years, changing when it makes sense to build in-house and when it makes sense to like actually own software. This combination of AI and APIs is making it easier to build software in-house, and it lowers the barrier for you to say like, okay, I want something custom that aligns to what my business wants to do, to how I want to interact with patients. There is just, it's changing the dynamic of when you would build in-house and what sort of like customized and tailored experience you can deliver for your customers. All right, that was fun. A little bit of a recap about Stream. We provide APIs for building in-app video calling and chat. We do that for over 1 billion end users, including many of the social apps that you use on a day-to-day basis. You'll never see our brand or our logo because we just provide the underlying tech. Here are some examples how like some of the healthcare use cases look like, right? So you think about the chat, you think about the video calling. That's what we do. In the healthcare space, companies like K-Health, Castlight, and everything from like chat to video calling to live streaming to audio rooms are basically a solved problem that you don't need to build in-house. One of our customers in Italy, here's a little screenshot of like how it looks in terms of chat and in terms of video calling, Serenis. They're a platform for like psychiatrists, telehealth. Yeah, and that's a little bit about Stream and what's going to happen in the landscape of AI and APIs. Thanks for your time.